The importance of internal control is not diminished in computerized environments. Separation of duties and clearly defined responsibilities are augmented by controls written into computer programs. Programmed control activities are those written into computer controls that help ensure the accuracy of input and processing. Examples include the limit test, which is a check to determine if a value entered into a computer system is within an acceptable minimum and maximum value. An example is a payroll system input control that tests the hours worked field for inputs of more than 40 hours. A validity check compares actual field values against known acceptable values. An example is to have a check of the state in an address against state names. A self-check-in number or check digit is the number added to a code, such as a barcode or an account number, to derive a further number as a means of verifying the accuracy or validity of the code as it is printed or transmitted. A simplistic example is a code consisting of 3 digits, such as 135, may include 9, the sum of 1, 3, and 5 as the last digit, and be communicated as 1359 check digit. This technique is used to validate account numbers and other numerical identifiers. Batch controls are used to determine that no data is lost or added to a batch of work. Examples are item count, a count of the items or transactions. Sequence count, accounting for the sequence in a group of transactions. Control total, the total of a field for all items in a batch. And the hash total, a total of a field in the batch that is meaningless. We'll show an example of batch controls on the following slide. Manual follow-up activities include exception reports for follow-up. Here is an example of the different batch controls. We are going to process transactions through a system, and we want to ensure everything is processed accurately. The concept is that we develop a check number for the input and compare it to the output. Here are the 6 invoices we are going to process. The item count is the number of items, 6. The sequence count is the accounting for the sequence of the invoice numbers, 123655 through 123660. The control total is the total dollar amount of the invoices. The hash total is the total of adding up all the invoice numbers. This is a meaningless number, but could be used to ensure that all 6 invoices were processed. Let's go through some techniques for auditing through the computer. Test data involves the auditor submitting dummy data into a system to ensure the system correctly processes the data. For example, a payroll system may be tested by submitting test data to ensure calculations are correct. The integrated test facility involves the creation of dummy ledgers and accounts to which test data can be sent to ensure it is processed accurately. Parallel simulation involves the use of client transactions in the auditor's software. Client transactions are sent through the auditor's software, and the results are compared to when the same transactions are processed by the client's own software. Generalized audit software refers to off-the-shelf commercial software designed to read, process, and write data with the help of functions performing specific audit routines. Functions of generalized audit software include importing computerized data. Thereafter, other functions can be employed. The data can be browsed, sorted, summarized, stratified, analyzed, taken samples from, and made calculations, conversions, and other operations with. This is the auditor software used on the client system.